Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, baby, and I la shay, baby, and I la shay,
Hello, everyone,
baby,
and
and
welcome.
I
Oops, sorry, guys.
la shay.
Hello, everyone,
Baby,
and
and
welcome. I think we have an echo, guys. Sorry about that. I just want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just popped in, you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and my name's Lisa Huber, and we're so very happy to be with you tonight. And my guest is a beautiful, beautiful soul. My dear friend Faith Mystic is with me. Faith is a spiritual musician, singer, sacred songwriter, empath, channel, sound, and energy healer, spiritual and meditation teacher, and entrepreneur of heavencures.org and agapecarewellness.org. Welcome, Faith.
Hi, and thank you. That's such a beautiful introduction and a beautiful video. Wow.
I wanted to surprise you, and then I doubled it. Oh, well.
Really beautiful, actually. It was really healing and protective. Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Faith.
So to begin with a welcoming of anointing of light with our sacred lunas, fullness shining brightly, expansively, and La Sul and the integration of them coming together. And what a beautiful integration with what now is about the intentions and the pull with everyone and everything that's happening astrologically as well as spiritually in the multi-realms, emotionally, and as well as psychologically. So I'm going to be doing an activational, expansional sound journey that will awaken what's necessary to help inside, and also intentionally bringing in what is for now. So each of us have our intentions. And with our divine intentions, we have to orchestrate our experiences in a peaceful, coexisting, loving way. And look at La Luna and La Soul's dance together. What a beauty that creates with an integration. So we really must work on the integration and flow through these divine intentions. When I say orchestrate, it's visualizing, really seeing into the multiple options and feeling into what feels comfortable, so that when you get ready to stand up again, and when the video has, or when the experience you feel has been fully embraced, I want you to acknowledge how you feel. So how you feel now and how you'll feel then. So I'm going to begin. Thank you. I will tell a bit more about myself towards when I'm answering questions with the botany and holistic healing and what I'm doing with the gardens. But for now, we're going to begin in this way. Thank you for joining us. cleansing through the experiences with a feeling of protection, peacefulness within, feeling loved from the soul expansion of beingness, cradling from within expanded. I welcome you to breathe in light. This is a practice that is very helpful, especially when we prepare to journey. Breathing in through the soul center. Expansion, heart expansion, and the vessel expansion. So the visions can be seen. Prayers for the children and for the innocent, for the child within us as well. Protection for the innocents. Healing light, pure love.
Communication with loved ones.
those who have transformed or are coming through, who would like to communicate with your loved ones, we are opening the opportunity to allow that integration. For them to come to you, that you may be able to hear their messages when they are speaking to you. Feel them loving. I'm going to do ancestral healing right now. I'm going to bring in some activations now with the awareness that the loved ones are present, so that there is really deep expansion healing happening. Let me put salve on my crown first to heal it. I make the salve heals me, so I don't have to take medication. Okay. Like if you have a headache or a chronic or anything like that, it's easier just to put salve on it and heal it than take medicine. Ready? Doing healings now. I'm doing scans. An intentional, I see experiences that have to be transformed, and so I'm looking into what had to be taken care of or helped with. White light, pure. Take a minute. I'm going to tell you what I am seeing right now while we're experiencing this experience together in this divine intervention. What we have that we're reality conscious, aware of, is that each of us have a light within us shining brightly. A soul so beautiful. Each of you should see how beautiful you're glowing and how comfortable it feels when you are shining brightly, happiness and peacefulness inside. I would like you to really acknowledge that what activations have been given It's not something when I give activations for them to go away. They continue, and when I do upgrades, they continue. It's not something that it's not something you can undo in that sense. So any who are watching who do not want to be activated when I say I'm going to do activations, be aware, be conscious of that. Consciously choosing if that is what you are ready to receive or not. Some of you you're meant to, and that's why you tuned in when you did, in those ways. And when I do scans, it's already happening. When whatever I'm supposed to be doing, I'm doing in the ways that I'm supposed to be doing it. So right now I'm going to tell you about my companies and what I'm doing holistically that is going to help you in the long run. So what I'm doing is reminding creation that it's okay to be organic. It's okay to be plant-based. It's okay to work with earth as medicine, food as medicine. And it's extremely important that we acknowledge our self-worth through these experiences. Some fast during the full luna, some don't. Many have been going with less meals because of the feeling that they don't need as much. And there's a lot of changes happening right now intestinally for so many who are starting to awaken and transform. So with my company and our company as well, that my business partners and I, that well, it's like I orchestrated it, but it's a we thing because we each have a part in it. Each of us have ideas and beautiful visions, so it's really beautiful that we're working together. However, we're integrating the medicine with earth as medicine, food as medicine, and putting this as many places as possible. The ways that we're doing it is healing earth and creating CO2 that then helps the ecosystem and the environment to sustain wellness, as well as regrows the roots underneath. Because if you notice some of the soil, some of the Gaias on top, if they're crusted, they need root, they need moisture, they need worms. So we're doing that as well. I do create organic holistic products that are intelligent. My products are not just products, it's earth. It's literally honored Gaia within, and the spirit of the plants. And I enchanted them with light, and I created it in a special way with it's a recipe from before they wrote books, before they wrote even on scrolls, that kind of recipe. And so it's very special. And that's what I put on my head. I was starting to, my crown was hurting for a moment, and then I put on my head, and that doesn't hurt anymore at all. So it's really important to me to make things that work. I create elixirs that also get to wherever they have to go to inside, because it's intentional alchemizations, and intentional is what we're working on today, and the expansions moving forward. If you weren't already doing that, this is what now is about, is really working with who are we and what is our purpose and what are we going to do next. And it really does make a difference when we acknowledge who we are and what are we supposed to do in the experiences, so that we can move forward as healthy and as strong and as vibrant as possible. And that's also integrating the diet, integrating what are you eating, what are you drinking, you're being a purpose, your body's starting to push away other things, what are you doing? So I want to remind you that too with this full luna. What are you going to stop putting into your body that hurts your body? What are you going to stop drinking that hurts your body? And what will you start eating, and what will you start drinking that helps your body? And what practices will you do to really purify your hearts, purify your minds, your consciousness? Are you detoxing from thoughts that you feel was not helping you? Psychologically, emotionally, and physically, you want to make sure that you're functioning in a peak functionality with what you're taking in, what you're watching, what you're listening to, and what you're doing. So I'm going to continue. I'd love for some questions coming up next. I'm going to sing some more, and then I'll open up to do some messages, some oracle, some seeing into your experiences and answering the questions that you have, the ways that I feel I am supposed to. And thank
Faith,
you.
Faith, I wanted to say that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you, darling. Love it, Lisa.
I just wanted to say it was awesome, and I know if anybody just jumped on, please catch the replay of this, the beginning of this, because it was absolutely beautiful. Every time I attend one of your shows, I just feel so much more uplifted, and it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And I wanted to let you know in here in Clubhouse, I see Hunter's with us, Michaela and Janine, Lois and Cindy. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're having any tech issues audibly, please know we know on YouTube it seems to come in clearer. So that's why I pinned that link up. Plus, you can see the beautiful Faith Mystic and all the instruments that she has behind her and all over the place. You're always amazing.
Thank you.
And also I saw in the feeds, I wanted to say welcome to Stacia and Rachel. Thank you so much, guys. Please feel free to share this out. We would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, the more the merrier. We want to send as much energy healing as we can to as many people that we can reach. So thank you for being here. Great. We're very grateful. Grateful to you, Faith. I'm really excited. Okay, I'm done. Love you, honey.
I love thee also. I love thee also. Thank you. And I love you each very much also. And I thank you for trusting to come and to celebrate being with us. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna get really musical now.
Yay!
Is that okay?
Yes, please. I love it.
Beautiful. Shine within our souls, we shine so brightly. Shine within us, so we shine so brightly. Sun. Oh, Baba. Aya ata apa. Aya ata ye. Shine within us, so shine so brightly. Shine within us, oh, shine so brightly. Light within our soul, we be shining side, see ya. Raising thy heart and soul. Let thy light show, let thy love grow. Shining. Asham Krishna Nirya Crown Atao. Awa umawa umao umawa 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 umawa. Allah Allah la la ma Allah ma yeah karanu utau undau una baba dawa wazon doa worries to effect any agri. Washing in the hour of light purification, protecting from any of that energy which sought to harmony and we. Oh, my light transformation, expansion to the core soul, elemental light expansion of creation, soul light expansion, soul activation. Oh, activation, purity, rise, unification, be. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, God, so shall this be like. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, wow. Yeah, 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 Rakasha. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, my, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 ooh, yeah, yeah, corona, yeah, zarufaya, my baye. Precious so gently, so sacred light, shining soulfully, glowing through the night. We get a light the show, glowing through the day. Expansion showing the soulful kind of way. Shine to action, our light soulfully expanded, our light shining so brightly. Shining so brightly, activations, our light so fully glowing so bright, activation, so purity, awaken the masses, so activation, so oh, my, oh, Asha awakening, purification, solitude, light, expansion, bright, our light. Ooh. Raising the frequencies of the pyramid of light expansion with the light cord of light codes. For those present, we don't activation in all of those areas. The ones who are meant to will, and it is the teachers and also the ones who are helping to heal and bring about protections for now. Tell the heart to heal from being so defensive and so protective because of all the experiences of having to be a warrior through the experiences. We have to continue to be open to loving and being loved.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I would love to hear what people have to say if they felt anything during that activation, but I know personally it very much resonated for me. And if you just joined, please rewind. First, you'll have energy healings, and then you'll have an activation if you should accept it. And I tell you, that was absolutely beautiful, right in the heart. Let me just check in. I know we have people in Clubhouse on stage, and please, guys, pop your questions if you're on the other feeds. I know Faith had mentioned pop your questions in there, and I'll be looking for them. But let me just pull to refresh and welcome Hunter and Michaela and Shipra and Thierry. I'm sending you an invite, honey. Welcome. Does anybody have
Sorry.
any feedback that they that they would like to let Faith know if you had any feelings during that activation? We'd love to know.
I love that you did, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness,
That's really sweet.
it really was, and I know it takes a while. I'll look in the feeds as well. Rachel just said, and Stacia says that was beautiful. Thank you. And also that was Stacia, and then Rachel said your voice is so beautiful. And if anybody has anything they'd like to say on our stage, feel free to flash your mics. I always ask that now because I know when we're in Clubhouse the mics get stuck, so I give people time. But whenever I'm just soaking that in, and I'm going to be watching the replay. I'm still just gorgeous. Thank you, Faith. Do you let me know when you'd like to start on any mini?
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. This is a perfect moment.
Okay. If anybody has any questions, let me start. I'll go in Clubhouse with Hunter because I know he helped us with our tech. Then I'll go back into the feeds. Hunter, are you there? Hello, Hunter.
Hello.
I know the mics get stuck. I tell you guys, but we greatly appreciate you showing up here. Let me just make sure. Is anyone else on stage? Let's just check. Can you guys flash your mics? I just want to make sure everything's okay. Yes. So maybe Hunter, are you there? Let me skip. I'm going to go over and I'll go to Michaela and then we'll go into the feeds. He might have stepped away. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome, Michaela. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't know if you're watching, Faith, but you should. Oh my goodness, beautiful.
I was actually switching off, to Clubhouse and then going to see her for a second on Facebook. So that was amazing, Faith. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. And so nice to meet you. It's beautiful to meet you.
And I just wanted to say, we're ready to start. If you had any questions you wanted to ask Faith, and I saw Stacia said, I'm feeling energized and excited about life. I know. Me too, Stacia.
That's like a celebration.
And if you guys, I meant to ask, if you're just joining in Clubhouse, just for Clubhouse rules, if you could type permission in that bottom left-hand chat box, that lets me know we're okay with you and you can do it afterwards, that we're okay to have you on this broadcast. We have your permission. We greatly appreciate it. Michaela, are you there, honey?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, you guys take Faith, Michaela, Faith.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Michaela. Hi, loved one. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes, sorry. I didn't hear you for a second, but now I hear you better. I feel amazing. I feel healed. I'm like in bed, but I got so much energy now.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's so beautiful when that happens. Yeah, how does your body feel? Do you feel like it's a bit looser than it was before you got in bed?
Yes, for sure. Because I remember at the beginning you said kind of pay attention to how you feel now compared to after. So for sure, that was awesome.
Thank you. So glad. I'm so thankful. It's what's funny. So do you have any questions? It's okay.
I don't have any specific questions, but could I do like a general type of thing? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, you want me to give you the information that you're supposed to receive right now?
Yes, please. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Let's see. So right away, right when I focused on you, it's the, so you see where the belly button, it's that part of your stomach right there. And I'm being shown that if you want to push on it, kind of push on it. Can you feel like, is there a bit of a lump there?
Where on my stomach?
So right above where your belly button. So the belly button's up there. So in the in-between point.
Right. And she's showing you on that video. If you get a chance to check it out.
If you could just tap on, push on it, and I'm gonna sing. So I'm gonna do some clearing. So right when I first started, that's what I felt, and so I'm gonna do that to help you pass that, and to soothe the inside of the intestine because it looks a bit swollen, a little bit right there. Is that okay?
Yes.
And it has to do with your heart is healing. So release from the past. I'm seeing also mom healing. So a lot of forgiveness. It looks like you got freed a lot, and there's a lot of forgiveness that's happened. And I believe that they're just reminding you that you have to take care of that intestine part too, because the intestine part was related to the heart experience that you've now been freed from. Claim that. So right there, I'm going to sing. And you'll feel healing in the heart too. What I'm seeing is to tell you that your grandpa's energy is with you. Like I see two grandpa energies, two presences, and when I'm singing to help you, I see them both, like both of those energies wrapping around you, like on one on each side, like what are you doing to this, you know? So I'm going to try and do it so it's not so evasive, so your guardians don't try and stop me. There. It's going to help you open your throat too. I'm being shown that you haven't been speaking up as much. Has to do with that. And then in the back of your neck. So removing those. Some moments, others, energies, too sensitives can cause feelings like that. Oh. Okay, so organizing things is going to help you really work through a lot, especially when you have a lot going on in your mind. Writing it down, make sure that you have it where you have it near you when you need it, and you're not feeling like there's so much to do, so much in the mind. You have to put it on paper or put it in the notes in some computer somewhere, but I feel that you need to have it somewhere close to you. So that you can take care of that, because when things get a bit active and it's like practice deep breaths or even short breaths, you know, a couple of shallow ones and a couple of really deep long ones, and intentionally orchestrate envisioning, even when you eat, even when you're working through things, because it's apparent that your intestines are sensitive and most beings are sensitive, so it's regular for that. But what has to happen is when you're working through heart experiences, you got to make sure to breathe through that and to focus through that intentionally, to heal through that experience and to find a solution and to find what's necessary to move forward. I see others putting their energy towards you, at your heart, at your neck. And I want you to know that you have got to start practicing your breath of light. That's you reclaiming your soul and your vessel and your consciousness, so that others are not able to affect you inside of your heart easily, because you are going to be able to love yourself enough to not have to go through that. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much. Everything resonates a lot.
I'm so glad you joined in tonight, Michaela. Beautiful soul of faith. She's contributing to the world too with a beautiful blog. And it's Nova, right, Michaela?
Yes, it's called the Nova Chronicles.
The Nova Chronicles, guys. You got to check it out. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous photography and writing that she's been doing. Yeah. Thank you, Michaela. Let me just check in if I could. I wanted to go back to Hunter because we were asking and you might have stepped away. Hunter, are you there? Hello, Hunter? I'm going to go. He might have stepped away. Let me just go back into the feeds real quick. because I don't want to leave, because we have Facebook and YouTube here. I don't see any questions, guys. Oh, Rachel, yes, I see. Thank you so much. Rachel says, if drawn, I would love some guidance, please, about my digestive system and continual interrupted sleep. Thank you.
Okay. Let me see. Rachel. It's a pretty cool last name, too. Guidance about your digestive system. Well, it's all the way up to the esophagus. I believe that what I saw, so what's being shown is like, it feels like a tightening of the throat, and it's like a tenseness, too tense, like you gotta relax, too tense. So ways that you can work on lessening the intensity is when, as soon as you acknowledge that you're like tensing up, or that you feel like your neck is closing, or you feel like you're getting tight on the shoulders and back, I would like you to take a moment to really put your hands together. Try and get your hands to touch. See if you can. If you can't, you can just kind of try it like that and see eventually if you can get it up like that. But you don't have to have it up like that. It's a beautiful way to recharge the self and to center and to align and to breathe in. So the breath of light is what I do teach. And that is a way to center and expand through those experiences, to really work through them and be able to see solutions and work through it in a clarity platform. So we breathe in light through the center, expanding the light, but don't exhale yet, and hold it in as long as you can. And envision your intestines, envision your esophagus, envision your neck, envision that whole area. What have you done to your esophagus? What have you consumed? What do you receive that your body is not interested in having? What do you need that is? And I'm going to see right now with the heart, obviously the heart is working through a lot. I'm being shown that to balance and integrate what's going on with your esophagus all the way to your intestines, to your other end, is to get in you aloe. Lots and lots of aloe. Aloe is going to be able to help recoat that. I would suggest myself that I make, because it regrows. It regrows things. It's beneficial, and I use it to repair me and others. But if you don't have the salve, then aloe mixed with, there is something called, what is it called again? My gosh, I just had to buy some and I have it. I guess I'm not supposed to tell you about it because I forgot about it. That's strange. I don't usually do that. It's a root. It's a white root, and it looks like a carrot, and it starts with a C. The loquat leaf is also okay for those who don't have acidic stomachs. You have an acidic stomach, so you need to alkaline it. So aloe with reishi mushroom, turkey tail lion's mane. Reishi mushroom, if you don't have breast cancer in your family. If you do, stay away from the reishi mushroom. And then you also would probably want to add some sort of a nectar. Like when I work with the pine saps are really perfect for just a minuscule amount. You could powder it up, and then you could add it to your elixir, and it'll go through and it'll start to eat away if there's any infection, if there's any bacteria from food that was left in there too long. Because when the intestines shut down, or when the intestines don't push all the stuff through, and you're not drinking enough aloe and water mixed together. They even have something called black water. I haven't tried it yet in that sense. Maybe I have when I went swimming. It probably is some mixture that's similar to that, huh? If you drink like river waters and stuff, which you should probably boil first before you do that. I don't believe you're supposed to drink it straight from there. Some folk might, though. So what you have to do is really acknowledge your intestines have to be alkalines. What I see is that it's lacking alkalines. That means if you've had caffeine, if you've had coffees, if you've had drinks that are alcoholic or acidic, if you like sodas and you drank them for always, there's certain things that are acidic to the throat, all the way through to the other end, and even the inner organs. And so acknowledging, what are you consuming? I'm seeing really huge. What are you taking in? What are you putting inside of you? And what are you doing when your heart is working through things? I'm seeing specifically when you are doing that, your heart is working through certain experiences, and they want you to realkaline your insides. They want you to reassess your heart. Your heart is also working through a lot. It's like it's working extra hard. Some moments it seems like it's trying extra hard. And it's really important for you and your loved ones to acknowledge that your sensitivity, that some moments you just have to have a space where there's not others there inside of that area, where you don't have to focus on others, that you can actually focus on taking care of you. Like, okay, what can I do to make sure that I am feeling comfortable and that I'm not tense? That breath of light is really helpful. But in reality, if you're aware of the acidic parts, it's causing you also discomfort. And so with that, your body is reacting to foods or different things going in because of your heart that has to heal. And the way that you're receiving and consuming things, it's just your heart needs to heal. It's like the reality check for how your body is going to feel happy again. And I believe that realkalining is also going to help because of what it's going through right now with the acidic reaction to what's being received and consumed. Does that make sense?
Faith, I wanted to say, Rachel said mostly I drink water, but I wanted to go back for anybody that might have just joined, because I can personally say, and I know several other people have been saying, they're having a lot of digestive issues.
Yeah. And so it has to do, so there is the water too. It depends on what kind of water they have. So a lot of people that I know who've been down to drinking water mostly, they've been getting sick too. They've been getting really sick. Like they've been having intestinal complications. Their intestines, like they don't always push the poop out. It just kind of sits in there. And I believe it's something with the water from the pipes. Like we have to get special water. I go to Mount Shasta some moments to get mine from the womb of the mountain. And then when I don't have that, I go to a store that has massive filters on their containers, and it costs $11 per jug, per 5-gallon jug, but it's clean and I don't get sick from it. The comparison of water is that one of them has chemicals and different types of things in them that are acidic, like fluoride, that's acidic. There's different things that happen that are acidic. And then you're working through heart healing too. So I'm being shown extremely that you're working through heart healing, and that it has to do with something that you do when you're working through heart healing too. So if it's drinking water, that's pretty cool that you drink water when you're working through things. But I would suggest you get the alkaline water and not the little plastic bottle ones, because the little plastic bottle ones, they don't remain pH. They may have gone in there with a pH of like 9.5, but after they've sat in that plastic bottle and the heat, they change unless they're a non-BPA plastic ones. And there's like special things there's certain things that could help, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she said yes, it makes sense. And Stasia just said, oh, wow, thank you for sharing this information. I just want to go in and ask anybody on stage in Clubhouse if this relates to them in any way. I mean, feel free, guys, flash your mics if you want to jump in, popcorn style.
Yeah, there's somebody that I brought the jugs to. I brought a jug or 2 jugs over to a gathering, and that beloved whose birthday it was had not been able to drink water.
Oh,
wow. A really hard time for months. Was complaining about it, and I looked at it when I went over there to drink it too. Like I had to bring my own because I didn't like drinking from the pipes, because I was aware. Like I see the planes flying, my conscious awareness of what that represents for some.
Right. Julia. I'm sorry. I was just going to say Julia was flashing her mic. Julia, are you there?
Hi, Julia.
Hi, yes.
Hi, this is Faith. Faith, Julia.
Hi. Yes, so yeah, it correlates with me because I've been having digestive issues for like a month now, and sleep disruption. So I've been listening in. Thank you for that. So wondering if there's
chicory root.
Hickory, what is it?
Chicory root. Yeah, from earlier, I remember there was a root I wanted to tell, and
Oh,
you have the intestinal thing too. So chicory root is not acidic for the intestines who have acidic intestines, and chicory root is more suggested for the intestines that are acidic. Not every intestine is acidic. The ones that are not, that need to detox, need a little bit of acidic in it. You see, so it
okay.
It's
depends
like
on what type of
can
tummy
I
you
buy
have.
like a
Oh,
supplement
I'm
or
sorry,
something?
Julia.
Can I buy like a supplement of hickory root?
Oh, it's better to grow it. To grow it ourselves, because they don't always have it at the stores. They do have supplements, but to be honest, if you got a pound of it, then you can give yourself an actual serving size, because the little capsules, we're not real full serving sizes. They want them to keep going back to get more. It's a temporary fix. If you want to really fix it, you want to get a larger amount, and you want to make sure that you get on the bag, it'll say how much is a serving amount. It's usually like a teaspoon, which is like 10 of those little, or 5 of those little pills, you know.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. What
you.
did you
Thank
have
you.
a question about? Do you want to know what kind of tummy you have?
I was just wondering the also the sleep. I guess it's very
Mhm.
important. How can I improve my sleep?
So that's right. The other one also had sleep also. So with the Great Awakening means that during what my children call the witching hours, which I don't agree, it's the musicians call it the music hour. You know, everyone has their spiritual idea. Not everyone, but some folk do. And it's those moments when there's a lot of activity happening, there's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of need for us to be awake and to be alert. So in the moments when we are awoken, or the moments that we cannot rest, that says that we have somebody or something that we are supposed to be doing in that moment. There's others who are present. Also, they come through to talk. So they may have messages. You may have like thoughts coming in that you're like, where did that thought or idea come from? It could be them talking to you and trying to explain things to you. And so they're giving you images or visions or feelings. You can feel them there. The best thing that we can do in those moments, if you really need to get to sleep, because I'm sure that many of you need to get your rest to be able to work and function, is to explain to them, and to also explain to yourself that you can be receptive even in the dream moments, to be able to communicate and to be able to remember the information. And it's important to tell yourself that you can acknowledge that you are able to have that meeting in the dream realm, and that you can visualize that when you're in your journey to resting again. Another way to do that, what I do, so I do sing songs to help beings go to bed. Like I do that for my children. It's like really fast, and it's really easy. So the sound baths, if you listen to the sound baths, some of them right probably around like 1 a.m. ish, I do sing some of those songs that will help bring about peacefulness. Like usually if you're listening to the calming songs that I sing, it'll bring you nice into a deep rest, and you'll be able to get a full rest. I do make product called True Rim, and Shroom in the salve also helps to go to bed if you put the salve. So if you made yourself a salve and you covered yourself with the salve, it would be like a beautiful embalming of love from Gaia. And it really helps bring about calmness. So if you mixed, say, lavender oil with a little bit of calendula wax, if you want to mix with the wet wax. If not, you can use just the oils. Some calendula flower,
I should
and
really
some
put on here. I was just going to say, I should really put on here all the knowledge that you have with plants, because, guys, we should do a separate show. This just blows my mind every time you do this. I'm sorry, I'm just absorbing it all. So I meant to tell everybody that. Yes, if I didn't mention, that's what that is, heavenscures.org, guys. Highly recommend checking it out. Sorry.
Thank you. I have on there a list. It's called Spiritual Herbalism, and it shows, plant medicine. So if you're
Mhm.
curious to look to see how to heal your intestines, you could look on there. There's a full list of different ingredients. If you look at my products, it also the Gaia options talks about them too. Thank you so much for having me. on the show.
Thank you.
Something that you could do also before we complete it is that when it's hard to rest, there could be something that happened that you need to heal through. So do the breath of light to scan the body and see where it's at on the inside. And if it feels like it's from someone else, or if it feels like it's from you, it could be that you're working through a lot of stuff and you need to take moments to center, breathe, expand, to relax, and to rest. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia and Rachel, guys, because I'm sure a
Thank
lot of
you.
people can relate to this. Yes. And welcome, Sandy. I saw you pop in. Welcome to Maria. I'll send you an invite up. Let me go in and see if anybody has any questions in the feeds. I'm going to check back, Sandy. Let me just see. Yes. And then I'll come back into the clubhouse. Sandy says, thank you, Sandy. She says, hello, I got a job offer from company Clonic. Any messages, please? I want to go for it.
Shows that it's an opportunity to open up to more opportunities. So it looks like a positive. I am being shown that there's the position isn't exact is not the position's there, but it's not the same. It looks like you're going to have to work through throat experiences, which is communicating and articulating in a way where they will receive what you're saying, and you can also feel like you represented yourself and also what you're working with. I do believe that there's a lot of heart healing happening with you taking steps with that. Congratulations. And it does look like an opportunity for other opportunities.
That is awesome. And good luck to you, sweetheart. I'm glad you could make it to the show, Sandy. Let me check back in Clubhouse, pull to refresh. If you just joined, I just want to reset the room. My name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to the beautiful and extremely talented Faith Mystic. And she's live now on the pin link above on YouTube. And please check out the replay if you're on podcast or you just popped on. She did beautiful energy healings and then followed by activations, which you can accept. It's your free will, or you don't have to, but I'll tell you, beautiful, beautiful activations. So, oh my goodness. So let me just go back and I'm going to pull a refresh in Clubhouse and see once again. Hunter, are you there? Hello, Hunter.
Hello.
Let me check on Janine. Janine, are you there? Looks like she's on her phone. Hold on. We do have people here. I see. Shipra, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, welcome, honey. Thank you so much for joining us. Shipra, this is Faith. Faith, this is Shipra.
Hi, Shipra. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for all this beautiful music and activations. I loved it.
Thank you. That's so sweet. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Feeling very good, especially after all that music. Really good.
Oh, beautiful. I'm so thankful for that. Would you like me to do some heart healing on you?
Sure.
Or what would you like from, because that's what I'm feeling is to wash your heart.
Yeah, because last week had been a little difficult for me. Some old traumas had been coming up for no reason. So I was feeling a little low last week. I'm feeling a little better now, but I feel some blockages can still be open. So yeah, whatever you suggest, I'm open for it.
Let's see. So removing the energy that felt like you didn't. Oof. Let me minimize this so it doesn't feedback it while I do this, okay? I'm going to remove the pain from that shoulder also. Wow, there's a lot. So the energy that I'm removing from your shoulder looks like it's from someone else. That it's like has like a husbandish energy, but not like a husband. Like oh, and it was affecting the shoulder. So it was pushing that energy out of there. It was like, oh, well, let me put into something. And I was being shown, no, that's actually someone's energy. So I have to see what to do with that. So that being's loved one came through. So it's helping, I believe. Let's see. Because we have to do it on both sides. So when we remove, we have to do it on, even the sender, so that there's healing in everyone. And it's what we're here doing. And then through the womb area, I saw that there was a feeling that there was presence within, and then there wasn't. It's as if there was a feeling of it being empty. And that empty made it feel like it was cold. And part of that coldness, part of that part that feels uncertain has to heal. And so it looks like there's your experiences are what you're really working through. Healing is from the excerpts of your story. And you have to be able to stitch in the happy parts all the way through it. So you get to dip into that and have the memories of the positive experiences to wash away the parts that were not so peaceful and pleasurable, to see where you are now from where you were then and who you are now. And see the present, version pushing forward, and try not to dip into the past, because that's not your reality. The present is what we have to see as a reality. And if there's a past that was trying to get dug up, acknowledge that as long as you continue to rise in the situation through centering and acknowledging your truth, your inner truth, then you do not need to have to feel like that is a reality, that you have to acknowledge that reality is not your present reality of who you are, or who you are as a soul, and your experiences. You've changed. And you have to be able, does that make sense? You have to be able to integrate all of that together to heal and push through, so that all that other stuff doesn't even push you over.
Shipra, are you there?
Yes, I understand. It's just so beautiful. Yes, it makes sense, Faith. Thank you so much. I did feel a rush of energies in my heart and in my tummy area.
You need
And
yeah.
Oh,
You gotta try and in a place that's forest or jungle, somewhere beautiful, and just really and really sing out and feel that ebb and flow of energy, the light washing in, and feeling loved. Because when you step into nature, I believe that when you were little, like when your feet touch the earth, what that feels like to your soul. And I'm being shown that that's something that you should practice doing, going into sacred places that are beautiful and that are healing, and take off your shoes and reconnect and sing.
I will. That is so beautiful. I definitely will.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much.
We're so glad you showed up, Shipra. Thank you so much. Thank you, because your experience helped heal anyone that resonated with, that should pop on during this journey. So thank you so very much. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bate.
So yes, thank you.
Yes. Let me just check in on. I'm going to do a portal refresh. I didn't see any more questions in the feed, guys. So I'm just going to ask because I know. Do you have time for one more question? I just realized we're over.
Yeah, I did. I scooted the sound bath ceremony to 8:30, and I have to get.
You got to get going, right? Okay.
Yeah, I have to find my. I was gonna make candles, but I've been so busy.
I don't know how that happened, guys. The time flew by. We had so much fun. Listen, I hope that if any of this resonated for you tonight, I highly recommend checking out all the websites. This Faith is a mogul, beautiful, spiritual, beautiful being that is helping uplift this planet. So you can reach her at heavenscures.org, agapecarewellness.org, and faith-mystic.com. Highly recommend checking out. If you just popped in the replay, beautiful energy healings, activations, and yes, thank you so very much. We're so grateful for your time, Faith. And guys, I'm not popping on because my camera's all screwed up and you'd be looking up at my nose. So I'm not going to pop in. So thank you, everyone that joined us. Please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell because we will have more shows. And we love you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Faith. Love you all so much. Much love, guys. Take care.
Love,
Bye.
love you so much. Thank you,
Thank you, honey.
one's blessed light.